This is 2.0 with Michelle Swinick, and today's 2.0 spotlight is on JENA Taylor, host of Resilience Brilliance. Tell us a little about you and your show.
Hi, I'm Jenna Taylor. I'm a resilience strategist and founder of Resilience Brilliance podcast and programs. My mantra in life is reclaim your life because I've had to do it myself more than once. I help women and leaders overcome adversity, beat burnout, and stop running on empty so they can finally enjoy their lives.
We're going to go a little deeper, and it's time for the full story, Jenna.
The whole story.
The whole story. The
Okay.
show is yours, my dear. Go.
All right. So my story is I'm a sales and marketing professional turned resilient strategist because of life. Life has dealt me blow after blow after blow. And in 2017, I had a traumatic brain injury. I couldn't walk, couldn't talk. I was not independent. I was living um, from house to house, friend to friend. I had zero short term memory. And I adopted this mantra, reclaim my life, because I had to reclaim my life. I spent a whole year in physical recovery, physical, cognitive, vision, vestibular, you name it, I did it. And in 8 months, I was living independently again. 9 months, I was working for IBM Watson, writing their marketing materials, and I was making a lot of money. I returned to my six-figure income, which is important because I was alone, single, and an owner of my business. I had no one else to rely on except for a circle of friends who really stepped up and helped me reclaim my life. And so I'm taking my personal loss and I'm using what I've learned to help other people. And if and my traumatic brain injury isn't the only thing that I have gone through. I have gone through domestic violence. I've gone through a divorce, which that was easy. Hard decision to do, but that part was easy. I had a long-term relationship with someone who had an alcohol addiction. And he lost the battle. He lost the whole war. And it was a suicide alcohol withdrawal combo. And that happened just 10 weeks after I had hip surgery and lost my beloved service animal. Everybody thought I was going to lose my shit when Lucy died, and I didn't because I had to rehab my hip. And then Michael died, and it gutted me. And I have used my reclaim my life mantra to get me through every little and big thing in my life that I've had to pivot, where I've had to dig deep, where I've had to fight with every ounce of everything I had, even though I thought there was nothing left to pull from. And so I take my story of resilience and I'm spreading it so that everybody can either learn how to overcome their adversity. If they're in a transitional period in your life and you don't know who you are anymore because you've been serving other people, your work, your family, you've lost your inner compass. I help people who are in transitions with aging parents and children who live at home and they're still taking care of people. Wait, didn't we think in the 50s we were supposed to be like, best lives yet, right? So if any of these things kind of sound familiar or resonate with you, then I'm doing my part to help people. Because resilience isn't about bouncing back, it's about moving forward. And there's so many silver linings in my life and how I've become a better person and what I'm doing now to help more people that I don't regret. I don't even know if that's the right word. I have embraced my traumatic brain injury. I am who I am today because of that. I am a better version of myself from many aspects, even though I have limitations that I still live with every day. I won't go into those here, but like I'll give you an example. I have an allergic reaction. I develop a sinus infection. My neurons don't want to work. So I have to work harder every day. I might stutter, I might stammer, I might come up with a word that's close to the word I wanted. But that's just who I am, and it's my new normal. And we all
Mhm.
have to accept that we aren't the same person today that we were at another point in time, and we're not going to be the same person 5, 10, 15, 20 years
Mhm.
from now. And we have to accept who we are, where we are, and be the best version of ourselves. And listeners who tune in to my podcast, you're going to walk away with real tools, stories like mine, and professionals are going to share their experience and give you guidance and helpful tips to overcome whatever's going on, whatever you're facing in your life. And it's all about rising stronger from challenges and not my biggest pet peeve is being a victim.
Yeah.
There's no victim mentality. Shit happens and it can pile and pile and pile and pile on. But you know what? You still have to get through it.
Mhm.
Nobody wants to hear and see you wallow in your self-pity. Nobody.
Yeah.
It gets old and it's not helping you. It's not helping anyone around you. And actually it repels people from you.
Mhm.
And instead
Mhm.
of wanting people to help you when you really need help, you're pushing people farther away. And so this show is really to help people embrace what's going on in their world, awaken
Mhm.
them to what their true desires are, and then giving them the tools to be able to achieve those things so that they can reclaim their life, just like I have. And I think there's no fluff, right? It's boots
Mhm.
on the ground. It's neuroscience backed strategies and stories of other people who can help us because you think if I relate to this person, then if they can do it, I can do it. And so I think that's very, very empowering. So for me, reclaim my life wasn't a catchphrase, it was survival.
Mm. Yeah, the tools and the resources. There's so many of them out there. So, as you said, there's no room for victimhood
Right.
because the tools are there. You just have to want to do it. But part of the show, why I'm doing it, is so people like you can be found and people can
Thank
get
you.
those tools and they can change their lives because you don't have to go through what you went through and they don't have to go through the personal things that I've gone through because we found solutions. That's why we're doing what we're doing.
Solutions and feeling like you belong. Because like when Michael died, I started grief groups, and there's a lot of stigma with addiction,
Mm,
suicide. I had both of them. And I didn't have that support either for
yeah.
grieving because people were angry about it and they didn't understand. And so you've
Mhm.
got to flock to other people who get it. And so Resilience Brilliance is a place that teaches you the tools and is a safe place to be.
So, rapid fire round. Are you ready?
Sure.
It's painless, I promise. There are three words to describe you and your show.
Empowering, inspiring, and entertaining.
Mm. See, it's amazing how well the people that come on the show they know themselves. Everybody they know themselves because they're there literally as a resource and a tool for the audience that is tuning into them. So, a quote, phrase, or Bible verse that reflects the 2.0 version of Jenna Taylor.
Well, I've said it probably 15, 20 times. Reclaim your life. For me, it's reclaim my life, but now I'm spreading it to, with my podcast, it's be real, be resilient, reclaim your life.
So, besides asking the audience to share this episode with as many people as they can so they can change people's lives, what's your call to action for people to find you, or what do you want them to do?
Thanks for asking. I have a free webinar that starts October 28th and it'll be held every month after that. And you can go find it by pages.resilienceBrilliance.co/webinar. Do you want me to spell that out?
Sure.
Okay. Its page is PAGES dot RESILIENC BRILIANCE.co/webinar, WEBINAR. I
Gotcha.
felt like I was in my spelling bee days.
That's okay. I was the worst in spelling, so that's not a problemo. That the information will obviously be in the notes. But I allow all of the hosts to close out the show since they're hosts. So close the show.
Oh, I just want to say thank you very much, Michelle. It's been a pleasure. And I can't thank you enough for this opportunity. And I hope that people who need to hear the message will hear it.
My biggest preoccupation was the chronic disease epidemic. We are now the sickest country in the world. We announced this week, CDC announced, that 76.4% of Americans are suffering a chronic disease. And my uncle was president, it was 11%. In 1950, it was 3%. And we're the sickest country in the world. We have the highest chronic disease burden of any country in the world. And yet we spend more on healthcare than any country in the world. We spend 2 to 3 times what European nations spend. We spend nearly as much in our country for healthcare as all the other nations in the world combined. And yet we have the worst health outcomes. We've lost 6 years in lifespan and longevity to Europe in the past 20 years. Our kids, our girls are hitting puberty 6 years earlier than historically. Our young men have sperm counts that are half of what they ought to be. They have testosterone levels that are half of what they ought to be. We have diabetes that is now endemic, not just epidemic, it's everywhere. 38% of teens are now diabetic or pre-diabetic. When I was a kid, it was 0. And the autism rates, which the president is particularly concerned with, have dropped from less than 1 in 10,000 in 1970 to 1 in every 31 kids today. So this is a national security issue. 8 out of 10 of our children, of our young men, cannot qualify for military service. It's national security, it's our economy, it's wrecking. This is an existential crisis for our country.
But once I just flooded myself with this plant-based nutrition so the body could heal itself, all of a sudden everything started to go back to normal. The sleep was better. The hot flashes, they're gone. Okay, I can say that they are gone. But I haven't worn this shirt since 2023. I couldn't fit into it.
Well, they say that's the test, how your clothes fit.
Yeah, well, because I'm gaining muscle. Okay, so I'm okay with the scale not being where it needs to be. But here's the thing too, you've got my bowels. I'm like a champ. Okay, I'm getting that stuff out. Because you have to get the bad stuff out. My mom died of colon cancer, so I get it. Okay, when that stuff don't come out, it doesn't work out well for you. Inflammation, it's like 2 different people. Okay, 2 different people, and I can see it in my joints. I can see it in my foot. I can see it in my face. But I'm going to show you the picture real quick. Look at the difference. There's no AI and no Photoshop, no touch-up, no nothing. Same person. This is not from exercise, everybody. This is from nutrition. This is from supplements and skincare.
Wow.
And I have done every diet on the planet. Okay, so there isn't one I haven't tried. I've never had results like this. I've lost weight because a lot of the diets, I'm starving myself, right? This, for the first time, I've actually done supplements for nutrition. I've flooded my body with plant-based nutrition. All the issues are gone. And now that my body's in balance, it's about cleanse, balancing, and building, right? That's the magic formula. So it can do what it's supposed to do. To purchase products or get more information, go to savemyfreedom.us, click Get Healthy. You can also book a call. Click Get Healthy or book a call. Got questions? And I'll even guide you through which products you need. Text me 601-301-3503. 601-301-3503. we're your people, right? Because we're here to help people make money and get healthy. Because look, what does this say? What does this say? What does that say, Mike? Read that.
You can have everything in life that you want if you will just help enough other people get what they want. How about that?
How about that? How about that? It's pretty much a brilliant statement by the great Zig Ziglar. And it's just a matter of, what do you guys want to do? Do you want to keep living the life that you're living? Or do you want to make a change, which requires 30 minutes a day, following some instructions, and make some money and get healthy? That's it. And have people there supporting you, showing you, guiding you, helping you. So you're not doing it by yourself. I did all that election stuff. I mean, Leo helped, but I did it all by myself. And I said, I don't want to do this stuff by myself anymore. I don't like doing things and starting from scratch and having to create it. If I'm going to do anything, I need a team. I want a group. I want people to support. I want a mentor. I want somebody to ask questions to. I don't want to have to spend hours trying to figure it out. It's all done. We figured it all out. It's already finished. You just got to follow the instructions. If you're coachable, that's a way, because otherwise at the end of the day, this is us. We're just a bunch of low-hanging fruit that is so low to the ground that it's literally rotting. The opportunity of a lifetime. Don't let the opportunity of your lifetime be like the low-hanging, rotting fruit on the ground in 140-degree heat here in Maricopa County, Arizona. Don't let that be you.
Yeah.
Because 30 days is going to go by real quick. You're not getting any healthier, and you're not getting any more money in the bank account. And you don't want to live like that.
It's all about
live like that. You don't have to live like that. No
It's
more.
all about an ecosystem, which is very powerful.
But we did it. We put the ecosystem together. We put it together for the people. The business model of the people is now active. Okay? It's through the Save My Freedom movement. 2 complete digital platforms to build residual income, to get yourself healthy, to make more money, help other people, transform your life, get your time freedom back, get your health freedom back, get your financial freedom back, and a complete support staff and coaches and mentors who are making a hell of a lot of money, who have been doing this for a lot of years, and they know what they're doing, right? It's just, and you don't even have to do the work. They're working for you. All you got to do is invite somebody to a webinar or invite someone to call me, and we'll do all the rest. That's all you got to do. I don't do anything unless I've done it myself. I don't do anything half-assed. You guys should know that by now. I don't align myself with other people that aren't more successful than myself, because I need to learn from them. I don't know the stuff, right? I'm not there to reinvent the wheel. I'm just there to help make it spin faster, so everybody can be at the same pace. And let's do this. I'm telling you, this is amazing. It's the solutions, guys. It's the solutions. It's the easiest thing you can do in your life, and it will change everything. Look,
I will just say
there's
that
the sign.
taking the country back, as you hold up the sign, taking the country back starts with taking our lives back, and it's not just about taking back our votes. It's about taking back our health and taking about our financial freedom as well. So I commend you guys.
So yeah, go to savemyfreedom.us, savemyfreedom.us. You subscribe to the Substack.